Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Katie and I make stuff vegan. Okay, so boom. So if you watch my videos, you know at the end of every video I said like, while you're here, check out my other videos because I'm making enough videos. Like, I really need that. Like, I have a lot of videos on this channel and that might make it seem like, you know, I be having my stuff together, you know what I'm saying? Like, no harm, no foul, everything be sunsets and daisies and junk. Absolutely not. And I thought it would be kind of cool to show some of my favorite fails that I've had, most of which have been on camera because, you know, I film everything. And I just thought, I was like thinking about it today. Also, I'm gonna tell you why I got this idea like in a little bit. And like stuff be going so wrong at the worst times, like especially like if I'm behind and I have to do it on the same day that I have to release the video, like stuff be stressful. But you know, we're past it, we can laugh at it now. So if you want to see some of the recipes that I have failed at, you know what I'm saying, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. And I don't have a recipe today, but I'll have a regular video on Tuesday. Sure. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first one, you know, I will never forget. I had just moved to Memphis. I'm in the South for the first time. Not for the first time, but like living in the South for the first time. And I was like, what better way than to make some biscuits and gravy? You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm not a baker. We're gonna get to that in a moment. I am not a baker. Like because I'm such a like a little bit of this and a little bit of that type of cook, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to bake when baking is a precise science. So, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna skip the biscuits part. I'm just gonna make the gravy, y'all. That gravy was absolutely disgusting. Because at first when I put it on the plate and I saw this brown color, now I've had biscuits and gravy and they have never at any point of my life been brown. I was like, you know what? I seasoned it real good. You know what I'm saying? I'll just, as long as it tastes good, I'll put it out. Absolutely not. It tasted terrible. I don't know what I did, but y'all never saw it until today. And I've been wanting to try it again, but like every time I be like, oh, I should make biscuits and gravy, I think about this fateful day. A mess. Speaking of biscuits, so I was trying to do some recipes with Bisquick because I thought that would be like really neat, especially since like I'm sure that people like me who cook really well but don't bake well or whatever. And I was like, Bisquick is so perfect because number one, it's vegan. Like, do you know Bisquick was vegan? And two, it's like you could just, you know, whip some stuff up and now you don't have to worry about like baking powder and da 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 da. Okay, boom. So the first thing I tried to make was some pumpkin donuts, right? And I wanted to make actual donuts and then the batter wouldn't allow me to, like I kept adding Bisquick and I was like, first of all, I'm not gonna get rid of all my Bisquick, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make donut holes. When I tell you, it just fell apart in the pot. And I was like, what's even good with it? Like, what is going on? And like, I don't know why I was just like so over it, but I'm like, you know, okay, I'm gonna try something else. Like boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna try something else. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make some apple fritters. And I'm like, oh, I like apple fritters. That's one of my favorite types of donuts. Like, you need flour and baking powder. I'm like, I got all that right here in the Bisquick. And I'm like, cool, I could say like, oh, Bisquick is vegan. People could like go out and use Bisquick. Because, and also to be fair, I've had success with Bisquick in the past. Like literally a couple days before this, I made like these pumpkin like muffin things and they were really, really good. So I was like, oh, period, I know what I'm doing. No ma'am, no Pam. Like, it was a mess. Basically the same thing happened, even to the point where I tried to maybe I'm like using too much oil and I tried to make it shallower. It gave pancake. I was like, you know what? I'm over it. Over it. Literally 0 out of 10. Like, I was so traumatized. I'm like, I want to bake nothing else. I don't even want to look at my oven. I don't want to do none of that. Like, not for me. A mess. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, then you don't know that I really like to explore like diasporic foods. Like, I'm from Jamaica. My family is from Jamaica, and it's like I know Jamaican food really well, but like, what about Haitian food? What about Venezuelan food? What about like Nigerian food? So I'm like, okay, this was a time where like everybody was eating egusi stew with fufu. Like everybody was doing that. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna try this out. The stew came out like amazing. Like I've been wanting to make it again, but it's really laborious. You know, it was laborious, but it came out amazing. I posted that, but I wanted to eat it with fufu because that's what everybody was doing. And apparently I'm not Nigerian, but that's how you eat it. I knew off rip from being Jamaican that I was not gonna like yam fufu because I just don't like yam. Like Jamaicans will yam you to death. I hate yam so much because it's like you're eating potato without the potato flavor. Like it's just starch for sport. I just don't like that. So I'm like, okay, period. I love cassava. I'm gonna make a cassava fufu. My first go at it, I don't even remember what I did to it. I don't remember why it was so watery. And I was like looking at it and I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, it's getting late. This is not coming together. And I don't have anything to draw on. Like when I make Haitian food, you know what I'm saying? They are similar enough. I'm not saying they're the same foods, but they are similar enough where I know how to like finagle it the same way if I was making like Jamaican food, you know what I'm saying? I don't have that instinct when it comes to African food just because like I'm not African. So I was looking at it, I'm like, this is giving very much porridge, it's giving cornmeal porridge. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, okay, you know what I've seen the girls do? I've seen the girls put this in plastic wrap. It was a mess. And I was like, okay, boom. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try again. Like maybe I had too much water. And that was what it was. My fufu came together eventually, but like a mess. Okay, so the final fail that I have is one that you actually did see. It was when I made like the jollof like back over like in December or whatever, and that's actually one of my favorite videos I have on my channel, period. So if you haven't seen it, I wish you check it out because like it was almost like it was giving like investigative journalism tease like a little bit, because I was like, we went to the spot, tried it, then I made it at home, failed, made it again, and that jollof was disgusting. It was absolutely like my first batch, absolutely disgusting because it was too tomatoey, it was soft, and like for Jamaicans, like we have a thing about like if the rice is too soft, like people call it porridge, like why you give me this pala pala rice, like that's a thing with Jamaicans.
Okay. Okay.
Nikki! Tell me. Hello!
Okay, so there's a strong tomato presence.
If you watched that video, you saw that I did it again. Literally one of my favorite rice recipes. Like it's so freaking good. I cannot wait to make it again. Like I have to make time to make it, but definitely like, and like if you haven't seen the whole video, I definitely encourage you to watch it. Shout out to Nikki and Monica who helped me make that video. I think like high key, low key, high key, I feel like 5 fails for like literally 110, 120 videos ain't have bad. Like high key, they ain't even bad. And like I know that it's gonna keep getting harder and harder to like, I can't remember, I don't even think I'm forgetting any. Because like some stuff I just look at a recipe and I'll be like, okay, I know how to make that vegan. It's just like that's how my mind works. I'll be like, oh, I can do that. Boom, it's gonna be vegan. And that's usually what happens. Like 9 times out of 10, I look at something, I'll be like, I know how to do it, and done. So I feel like that's pretty good. But let me know what you thought about this video. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you want me to try some of these recipes again. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm so traumatized from the biscuits and gravy. Like I can't even tell you. But anyway, thank you so much for your support. We're almost at 2,000. Listen, if you were here from the beginning, when I have 5 subscribers, I remember when I was lit to have 100 subscribers, because I was like, you put 100 people in the room, that's a lot of people, you know. So I'm just so grateful for y'all for watching me. If you're new, you know, welcome, you know what I'm saying. And I will have a regular video on Tuesday. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss any of my videos. While you're here, check out my other videos, you know what I'm saying. Ain't no fails over here, baby. Like the ones you see, you know, you can make Constant Katie's channel, you make anything. You want to make Haitian food, you want to make Venezuelan food, you want to make Mexican. I have to have a lot of Mexican recipes on my channel. Anyway, check them out. Let me know what you think. Thank you again, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.